considering whether he'll play on next season. Already taking on coaching responsibilities with his junior central defensive partners in Sainsbury and Anderson. Here's Rose. He looked up and tried to bend it to McGlinchey.
Just delayed it a little bit too long. He got his help, he knew what he wanted to do. It was McGlinchey coming in, ghosting in around the back towards the penalty spot. And in the end, it was a pretty good block.
Zanuck whips it in, and he got rid of his marker before getting the header away. Daniel McBreen wouldn't have counted. Look at that dominance in the last 5 minutes, and really throughout this game. That's the problem, just one shot of the 10 on target for the home team. It's been one of their biggest strengths, particularly Daniel McBreen. He's got 25 shots on target this season heading into this game, and 13 of them have wound up being a goal. Kostopoulos again dragging a man back. He's got to be on his last warning. Rose has got him for pace big time. So many options, and Golick again puts it out of play for another corner.
Well, he put one on the plate for Daniel McBreen. Great run from Rose. Brilliant play. Kostopoulos just hesitated and he was off again. But that's a disappointing final ball in. He's got plenty of time to get his head up. You see the run, he needs to slide that one in front of Galekovic and behind the defender running back. Another great situation for the Mariners where they don't capitalise.
Zanuck goes deep. Going to come all the way through to Montgomery. Bowick again sets off, gives him an option. Always going to deliver on the right. Chances here. Look at them, 3 of them queuing up. And they butchered it for one another.
Well, it's just a lack of communication. I mean, there's 3 of them there. 2 of them can score. That's a great play again from Bowick. Look, checks back onto his right foot, just hangs this up. He's not trying to pick anyone out. And Zach Anderson again getting in the way. He can't get to that. He's got to leave it alone, and surely McBreen would have scored. And you just wonder, all these chances, whether it's going to come back to haunt them. And Adelaide can't take a trick at the moment. I think John Cosmina is going to be absolutely fuming this opening half an hour. 32 minutes now. But they're still in it. And they really shouldn't be.
Now Kostopoulos keeps it alive for Vidicic. There's Geronimo Newman leading the line tonight. Not a lot of depth in the striking role at the moment with Jitte suspended and Sergio Van Dijk, of course, heading off to Indonesia. Is he giving them enough, Robbie, or is the game style suiting him?
No, he's not. Well, he's really not one that plays up there or can play up top. Speaking to Cosmina before the game, he knows that the moment he's got to play him up there. The trouble for Adelaide is Geronimo doesn't really get involved in the build-up. He's really an off-the-cuff player. He's a sniffer. It's very hard for the Adelaide midfield when they look up to find somebody to hit.
Beautifully worked from the back by the Mariners. The Beanies found space again. Bowick once again an option. Delivery superb. Rose on the follow-up.
Oh, it's a poor touch from Rose. Run again from Bowick. He's just been unstoppable down that right-hand side. And look at who was on the end of it, Rose.
Svansvik tells Bowick to have another go. Nice into the stride of Beanie. And great control from Galekovic.
Well, that's a shot. Maybe Bernie Abini thought, well, we keep on sliding him across the box and we're not getting any joy, so he just spun on that one and just hit it. But Galekovic, as he should be, covering well his near post. 25 balls into the penalty area. So Adelaide 5, and he's caught offside. Well, they're just getting picked off in those little pockets. Bernie Abini dropping in that. It's the wide men, Abini and Bozanic. They just tuck in. And they play narrow as wide men. And they just open up the channels for Bowick and Rose, and it's worked so well in this first half.
Bernie Abini playing like a player who thinks that those Club Brugge scouts might be watching, might have the internet stream going and watching how he fares in this game before they perhaps put their final offer in. Bowles' delivery is a beauty, and what a chance for Geronimo.
And that's what he's good at. He's a sniffer, off the cuff. Brilliant ball in from Daniel Bowles. And really, having got there, Geronimo should have scored. For once, they got Bowles in a really good position on his own, and the delivery was excellent. Geronimo got himself in front of the defender, should have put it away.
Pretty much straight at Matt Ryan, who did well to get it away. And now Rose again. Cut back. Oh, McBreen thwarted by Bozanic this time. This is extraordinary.
Well, Daniel McBreen can't believe it. It was McGlinchey he hit. His shoelaces come undone, but wow, another chance. Josh Rose just running all over the top of young Christopoulos. Doesn't know whether to track back or to stay, and Bowles gets caught inside because Bozanic goes inside. Bowles has to go with him, and Rose making clever runs. Now see, that was where Geronimo's got to be better. Just turns that ball over.
Casio. Finally they get a challenge in, but it's still alive for the Mariners. And now McGlinchey on the left peg.
Yeah, wrong option. Had Bozanic to his left-hand side. Tries on his left foot. Here's the chance to Geronimo. Great run in between Svansvik and Anderson. Good delivery. And here's the one at the other end, Josh Rose for McBreen.
It was Bozanic in the road.
It was Bozanic. I thought it was McGlinchey.
And then McBreen, as you said, went down on one knee to do up his shoelaces, but I thought he might have been doing a bit of T-bowing and praying for his luck to change in front of goal. This time Christopoulos with the turnover, and the Mariners come again with real pace. That time Bozanic, his intention read by Bowles.
Well, they made it easy because both McGlinchey and McBreen made the same run into the same area. Needed one to pull away. That's better from Geronimo. Holds that ball up, keeps possession.
Here's Barbiero. Vidicic making room for the cross. Anywhere will do for Hutchinson. Throw to be taken in front of a good turnout of away supporters. Long journey from Adelaide to the Central Coast. Players certainly enjoy this trip, able to stay in Terrigal. And what's this we hear about John Cosmina going out in the budgie smugglers today for a bit of a swim, Robbie?
I was shocked to hear it. Must have been a terrible sight.
Bowles, deflection! Oh, a goal out of nowhere. What about that? Adelaide United in front somehow in this one.
Well, we said it. Would they come back to haunt them? All the chances. And Bowles just tries his luck, buys a ticket, gets a deflection. And Matty Ryan with no chance. Bowles gets up into a good area, comes back on his left foot, looks to bend it, big deflection, and Ryan with no chance. And Bowles has got himself into some good areas in the last few minutes, and he buys a ticket, and gets his reward.
His first goal for his new club, third of his career for the former Gold Coast United man. And they're shocked around the Blue Tongue Stadium. And as it stands, if they get the 3 points, they'll be joint top of the table, but the Mariners will fancy their chances of getting back into this game.
Oh, it just wonders what it does to them mentally now. Mariners, like you say, with so many chances. Warning was there, though. Geronimo had a really good chance only a couple of minutes before.
It's going to hang up in the breeze. McBreen a chance after the ball from Zvansvite. Now Bozanic. And he gets right underneath it.
And he didn't get it out of his feet enough. Just a little bit off balance, and probably not the best option there from Bozanic.
Had that shot from Bowles not taking a deflection, it's not going in. You don't reckon, but he'll still be credited with that one, you reckon?
Yeah, I think so. You'd have to think so, wouldn't you?
Tough to take it off him. Now a good sustained spell of possession for the visitors. The Mariners just have to regroup. They were playing good enough football to be 3 or 4 up. The confidence levels have got to go up for the visitors, though.
Well, it's been the Mariners' problem. 4 goals in the last 5 games. Mind you, I don't think they've created as many chances as they have in this game.
We've got a corner now. And they lead that category 5-0. Bozanic towards Anderson. And Galekovic with a good shout. Called Bowles out of it. And the 2 goalkeepers, Galekovic and Ryan, were the ones who went to Hong Kong for the East Asian Cup qualifiers, and it was off Bozanic. You can see that altered the shape of that shot.
I was actually not sure if he wasn't maybe even going for a little cross to the back post there, Daniel Bowles. Just when you see it from that angle from behind, because his body shape suggested he was trying to cross that. But anyway, he'll take it.
Or will he? There'll be plenty of debate on Twitter whether it should be an own goal or a goal for Bowles. As you said at the time, he bought a ticket. Back to Rose. McGlinchey wanted the run from Bozanic. He was just on his heels, worried about staying onside. Galekovic again with that shout. In communication, one of the reasons that Nigel Bogard came back tonight. John Cosmina saying he's a good talker, and that's what the Reds needed. And look at this opportunity over the top. Ryan's off his line, and it just skimmed his way.
And he's done really well there, Matt Ryan. Great pace as well to get out to that ball. Well, the Mariners going to have to do what they did in round 9, and that's come from behind. Gite gave Adelaide the lead that day. Mariners went on to win 2-1.
chance for Kostopoulos to turn. Geronimo's offside.
They went too early.
There is Tom Rogic. Big smile on the face. The fans seeing him on the big screen too. Back to watch his final game before heading off to link up with Celtic. And what an opportunity for the youngster. Only had 12 months with the Mariners. Gee, he made an impression, Robbie.
They certainly did. One of the real hopes, I guess, for the Socceroos in the future. So they've broken into the Socceroos, the Southeast Asia Cup. And off he goes to a massive club in Scotland. Let's hope he plays.
No doubt dreaming about being part of the Champions League pretty early in his Celtic career. Huge clash coming up with Juventus. Tom Rogic will be presented to the fans at half-time, given a chance to say farewell on the pitch. That time Hutchinson clearly fouled. And then Geronimo didn't get the ball back, and that's a needless yellow card to pick up, and it's going to lead to a ban as well. Fifth of the season.
Yeah, just silly, Geronimo.
And that'll be the first suspension that an Adelaide United player will serve this season, either for a red or the accumulation of yellows. So discipline's been a key to John Cosmina's team this season and their success. Zanuck took it away from Bowles, who was looking up, checking where his teammates were. And 1 minute of stoppage time is up, but Geronimo wasted time. We might get another 20 seconds or so for the Mariners to try and get it in the area.
They just haven't had the same flow, have they, since they conceded that goal? Really shell-shocked Central Coast.
Daniel Bowles, and it took rain. It was poor finishing. So Adelaide United get the second half rolling. And the Mariners were very good in that first half, despite not scoring a goal, but they are the best second half team in the competition. They scored 17 goals in the second period in this campaign. See whether the Reds can hold them out, try and draw level at the top of the table, Robbie Slater.
And we just see whether the Reds in their play get better, given the confidence, the goal they got completely against the run of play, although there was a warning from Geronimo just beforehand where he should have probably scored. Whether they can stop turning over possession.
Casio caught, and the first card for a Mariners player goes to Nick Montgomery.
Yeah, it's a silly one as well, because he's never going to get that ball. Casio going across field. He's always favoured to get there. He's already there. Dives in, clips in. The yellow card puts him on notice.
And also puts him out of next week. That's his 5th yellow card of the season. Just the same as Geronimo, who picked up the card in the first half. So no Montgomery for the trip to take on Brisbane next week. Turned over. That's what they were hoping to avoid. It's given Abini a look, and Bowick had paused on his run.
Yeah, he checked back. Really didn't have a look twice. Mind you, I doubt even if he'd kept running whether he would have got that ball.
Lekovic in no hurry. Like in the half-time interview, made mention of the fact that they'll have the breeze at their backs in the second half. Is that an assistance for the Mariners, Roy?
Well, they played pretty well without it in the first half, so certainly momentum with balls going longer will certainly help them in their pressing.
Golich again, just trying to take the sting out of this game at the start of the second half. Anderson. A young defender who got a bit of a mouthful when he got in the road of Zvansvik in that first half, and also cost McBreen a chance. Those sort of conversations continue in the dressing room at half-time. Robbie, you reckon?
Well, I guess it would be mentioned, just have that awareness when somebody else is there. Certainly wouldn't be an angry exchange at half-time. The angry part's right at the moment when it happens.
McGlinchey angling one out to Bowych. He's going to skim away though. Now for the goal kick. Patrick Zvansvik, the on-field coach for the Mariners.
The Mariners forcing Adelaide to go long. It's looking to try and play that short, play out.
Anderson.
Well, that's why they wanted to go long, because with Geronimo up there, there's only going to be one winner. That will be the Mariners with Zach Anderson and Zvansvik up against Geronimo.
To Barbiero, the Mariners applying a half press, if you like. They'll have to push out on the likes of Galekovic, though. Green getting there, not with any great vigour or purpose. Heavy touch from Geronimo, but managed to bring it under control second time around. Barbiero can switch it out to Cassio or Ramsey. Leaves it for Golich to do that job, and sprayed it.
Yeah, sprayed it. Just probably the best way to leave it.
Might have got a spray from a few teammates. This was the central defensive combination that the Reds started the season with a couple of clean sheets, Golich and Bogard. Golich picked up an injury after 5 rounds, and it was Fife and Bogard for a long time. Well, I'm not sure who Abini saw there. Sloppy turnover and a chance on the counter. This is what the Reds are playing for. These kind of opportunities. Ramsey across the face, and Zvansvik had it read.
Yeah, good idea from Ramsey, playing it first time. Just didn't get it far enough out behind the defender and in front of Matty Ryan, and Zvansvik cutting it off with Vidicic behind him.
John Kosmina saying during the week his team had to forget about the table, saying it just creates more pressure than they need. They just need to play every game trying to win and see what comes of it. The players well aware, though, that 3 points tonight, and they'll be level on 35 points with the Mariners. And the first team with 11 wins this campaign. Both these teams on 10. 5 draws compared to the Reds' 2 is the reason the Mariners are on top. Now Abini. They back off and back off on Abini. Tried his luck from Bowles kind of angle.
Golich did well there, just stood up, dive in, and Abini try and make a decision. That looked like it was a goal kick. Montgomery knows he might have got away with that.
Dario Vidicic let it run because he got the last touch off the shins of Montgomery. So a bonus corner. They've had all 6 in the game, the Mariners.
That's one thing they have done well. well in that first half. They defended well from set pieces.
Swinging in on the breeze, this one. He can have another go after the rangefinder, Bozanic.
Yeah, Bozanic was just trying to find Hutchinson on the near post.
All the players in the 6-yard area. Vidicic again with the initial header. Bozanic made room for the cross. Montgomery trying to keep it in. Bowles did well to use his body and ensure that they got a goal kick out of it. Don't forget, you can always have your say, either on Facebook or Twitter, about tonight's game. Tonight's hashtag CCMVReds. Or if you're in Australia, download the A-League app from the iPhone App Store. Here's Bowles. There's a headline about Bowles every week up in Toowoomba. So no doubt that goal will have a story or two written about it, and they follow his progress. A young man from Queensland.
It's a soft free kick. The referee there, Watson dwelt on that ball. I thought McBreen used his body well.
McBreen. Montgomery punches it beautifully to Bowick. And now looking for a beanie. There's that pace of Golick. Ball quickly back in play. The ball boys, not of the ilk we saw at Swansea during the week. Bowick, deflection on the cross. Golick concedes yet another corner.
Yeah, didn't have a lot of room. Golick again covering well. Good defending.
Like most stats, it's lopsided, the corner count. But Adelaide United in front where it counts. Bowick hangs it up. Again, it's Golick with the initial header. But Montgomery dragged his shot. Only A-League goal came when Galekovic was away with the Socceroos. Last time these teams met at this venue. And that was the winner in a 2-1 result for the Mariners. Handball that time from the former Sheffield United man. And Watson, poor control, gives the Mariners a sniff here. Mabini able to run at Golick, and he shoots, and the deflection fell for Bogart, and it's another corner.
Well, he backed off, and they backed off, and he elected to go for the shot in the end. Just didn't get to the cross enough because it was open to hit that ball, and he hits him on the backside, really. Hit that low. Certainly there to be hit. Ball one from Montgomery in the midfield, and transition again.
Confidence levels high for Mabini, who scored twice in a youth league contest during that trial with Club Rouge. Got an assist too to impress the Club Rouge hierarchy. That crossed the byline.
That's an awful corner from Pitch Bowick. Really was. And that's what, 3 corners in this second half, and poor delivery on all 3 of them. Seemed to have lost a little bit of that cutting edge they had in the first half. Central Coast, Adelaide seem more comfortable at this point.
Mabini shook off the attention of Vidicic, and now the trick on Watson. McGlinchey was looking to release McBreen. Mabini thought he was fouled. It's play on for Bowick, who drives one in. sweeping.